What I'll miss most about film is the yes and attitude that Mr. Pike has, and his push for us to be able to follow our weirdest ideas, our craziest ambitions, and how all the students help each other out how to make that happen. For the Blade Runner thing, someone just came up with the idea and we all decided to go for it and do it full out. And that's what I really admire about everyone's commitment to do things and go for it and just put themselves out there without hesitation and without any reservations, because everyone here is just there to create and to support each other. And it's such a positive attitude that I think Mr. Pike exemplifies, and it's created a culture for film, which I am so grateful to have called my home for the last 3 years. And I just love everyone, and I love Mr. Pike, and yeah, everyone keep creating. Love, Emily.
So for me, a lot of what I really appreciated in our film class from sophomore year to now was every time something really candid and impromptu would happen and somebody would just start filming it. There's like this whole series that me, Jacob, and Jimmy made on Jacob's YouTube, where we would like had these characters, and it happened in literally like half a second that we assumed the positions and identities of these characters, and we were just acting out this family tragedy. And it's just so hilarious to me to look back on it, how insane we are, but also just how candid everything was. And I feel like in that class, that's how we all kind of get to be. There's almost like no one's like holding anything back, I guess, like in that class. And like it was so funny in sophomore year when we were doing that. That's kind of when the series started. I was always kind of nervous that we weren't supposed to be doing that, or like Mr. Pike would be upset at us or whatever, but he just sat and watched us at his desk, and even if I said something like really weird or rude or funny, he would just like give like a little chuckle or a face, and it was just so funny. And I don't know, I really appreciate stuff like that.
Hi, Mr. Pike. So, I believe my favorite memory from film class is that every single time we would have a pitch or just like a new project due, I would always have like these grandiose ideas for them, and you would always support them even though realistically they would never get done. And I really appreciate that.
Hey, Mr. Pike.
Hi, Mr. Pike.
It's Ellen Jacobs. We just wanted to say,
that we love you and
so much.
We appreciate you
So much.
and that you will forever be a part of our lives. And yeah.
You had such an impact on our Dash experience. We got to see you for 3 years, and you had to deal with us for 3 years.
We might not have always been on time every day.
Thank you, Miss Kemp.
But we were always there on time to see you and to hear you say your famous words. Bong, bong, bong.
We love you, Mr. Pike.
So much. Oh my God, I love you.
We're going to miss you so much.
I think I'm honestly really grateful for my experience that I had with Mr. Pike, because I remember when I turned into a senior, I was really excited to have his class, because his class was one of my most favorites, where it wasn't because like it was a very lenient class. It was just that I was really excited to like learn about more about film and participate in the projects that we had, and mostly enough to just see Pike himself, because he's just such a chill and interesting man. He always has. I don't think I ever seen him quite like frustrated enough to give up on things. He's always motivated to do something, and it's really comforting to look at that. And it always felt like a really safe space to be in, especially like not only with the fact that like I had more fun being at school than I did at home, but rather that it was being in film was such a comforting experience, because it felt like a really nice safe spot to be in with everybody, especially because everybody already knew each other. But Mr. Pike kind of just made it seem like a more comfy, cool zone for the cool kids. And I do remember once when we were doing the Parkinson's PSAs, and I decided to branch out and do something new where I wanted to work with like this weird paper puppets and and work with the PSA for that. And he was just really supportive and like accepting what I wanted to do. And it just shows how much of an amazing person Mr. Pike is, and how really like radical he's just a really radical guy. But I love Mr. Pike.